And so what we've seen is the First Amendment's a problem with the key leader, or former leader of the United States. We've seen criminal charges is what some think should take place. I want you to catch this next one, and that is we're going to see someone say, you know what, the federal government has the right to go ahead and take away the First Amendment or whatever else needs to happen. And I just go back to what James Madison, he helped frame America. He helped write the Constitution of the United States. He was the fourth president of the United States. And he basically says right up there, and you can see it on the screen, that the federal government has limitations. They work for you. You don't work for them. But you need to listen to this because there are some who don't believe that the federal government has limitations. They have unlimited power to do as they want. Watch this.
He has lost his privileges and it should be taken down. And the bottom line is that you can't say that you have one rule for Facebook and you have a different rule for Twitter. The same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop.
That's got to stop. We got to have regulation. We got to have government control.
Yeah.
And they don't have the authority to do that in the Constitution. Am I right, Ken?
Well, who is the only one they're going after? They're going after Elon Musk. Why? Because he's allowing both sides to be told. Everyone else only allows one side of the story, right? So they're going after Elon Musk because he allows both sides. Now, he has an ulterior motive for doing that. He has a company called Starlink. He wants everybody on board so he can link us all into that system. Yep. But if you paid attention to what happened in the last couple of weeks, this kind of segues into it. At the UN, they had what's called a Pact for the Future. Yep. Yep. And what this is going to allow, it's the World Economic Forum, it's the United Nations sponsored it. 193 countries signed on to it, including the United States. World Health Organization, all these global entities are involved in it, so that at some point, they passed it, so that at some point, each country can initiate powers of emergency or mandates, like we were just talking about. The president will have emergency powers that he can enact, and when the president has emergency powers, he can basically do whatever he wants. Yep. He can initiate any policy or any mandate he wants. And all we have to do is look back to what happened at COVID, and if we think that was just a dry run, if we think that was bad, just wait till what's coming. So I think what we're watching, the United Nations, World Economic Forum, World Health Organization, that is the system, the beast system, this fourth kingdom that the Bible talks about is set up, ready to go, so that when the global dictator comes on the scene, he'll be handed the keys to the car and he's going to drive that thing right into the ground. So I think we're witnessing, we're the generation that gets to witness the setup. We're racing towards that time, the tribulation. We're the generation that gets to witness it.
And I think the only reason it hasn't happened is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. What? The restrainer is still here.
Yep.
Right? You pull the restrainer out and bingo, it happens, right?
Yeah.
And so, like you always say, Jan, it's the setup is there.